welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shayla. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. I thought that maybe we could do a little Q&A, get to know me video while I eat my lunch. I got Subway for lunch today. I just do a turkey on wheat bread with mayo, mustard, lettuce, jalapenos, olives, a little bit of salt, pepper, my favorite chips from Subway. And then their soup of the day was a loaded baked potato? No, probably loaded potato soup with some crackers and my water. So I didn't ask people for questions. I just kind of like threw some together that I found off of like other people's videos just a little get to know me, okay? So for those that don't know me, and I'm pretty sure that majority of the people that are watching me right now that are following me know me to a certain extent, but I do really like the phrase of, if you haven't spoken to me in the last 6 months, you don't know me, right? Because I feel like people put this persona out there of them on social media, which can so make you feel like you know a person, because I follow a bunch of people and I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I know them if I see them in person, or if I see them like at Target and they're just like, you know, small creators like I am. I'm like, I feel like I know her, but it's like you really don't know a person, you know what I mean? So I just felt like we can get a little bit deeper today. First question is, what is my middle name? Because that's not something that I feel a lot of people know. I technically really don't have a middle name. So legally, my name is Shayla Roman Valenzuela. And fun fact, my mom says that the reason why she gave me oh, sorry, I was looking outside. The reason why she said she gave me the middle name Roman, which is her maiden last name, was because she was 15 when she had me, and if my dad ever tried to take me, he wouldn't be able to because I had her last name. I don't know, that was the thought process of a 15-year-old at the time. So that's my name. How old am I? I'm 29 years old. I'm gonna be 30 next year in August, and we have a trip planned to go to Nashville. It'll be my first time flying. It'll be my first time in Nashville. So I'm super, super excited. And I'm excited to bring you guys along because I'm obviously gonna be vlogging that, of course. It wouldn't be me if I didn't vlog it. When is my birthday? My birthday is August 19th. I was born in 1996. I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo to the T. Everything you know about Leos, that's what I am. What is my zodiac? That's the next question. I'm a Leo. I don't know. I feel like all Leos are the same. I'm gonna open my sandwich because I'm a little hungry. I feel like all Leos are the same. We just have a very strong personality, and we're confident. We're confident, but not confident in like I'm cocky confident. It's just, we just carry ourselves really high, and it's not that I feel like I'm better than anyone. I'm just, I don't know. I'm me, and like that's, I feel like it had a lot to do too with like my mom and how we grew up, and not that she ever gave me like a big head, but it was like, you are who you are. God made you that way. You're gonna own it and you're gonna rock it. You know, like I was very insecure about not having like boobs, and it was just, you know, I'm gonna flaunt my little itty bitties, and that's just what it is, you know. So like little things like that. Very insecure about like my acne, because I had really, really bad acne growing up, and I'm still dealing with it now as an adult, which I love that for me. But you know, there's times where obviously I do get in my head and I am insecure about it, but it is what it is. I still gotta go out and I still gotta deal with people. So let's take a bite of our sandwich. Okay, next question. What is my favorite color? I'm torn between, I don't know. I feel like I like all the colors. But a hunter green and a Dodger blue Those go hand in hand. Like if someone were to say, what do you want and how do you want it and what color? And I'm like, Dodger blue or hunter green. So I'm going to say those are my two favorite colors. What is my lucky number? I'm really drawn to the number 7. I've always been. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I like it. When I see it, I feel like it's a sign. From who? I don't know, but I'm going to say 7. Do I have any pets? At the moment, no. I do not have any pets. We had a dog, but unfortunately, when I had my 3rd baby, he was just too much for us. I felt like I would be able to do 3 kids, dog, newborn, dog, you know what I mean? And it was just like, no. So we rehomed him, but we do keep in contact with the people that have him, and he's living his best life. He was an Australian Shepherd, so he had a lot of energy, should be a farm dog, and that's what he has now. He is on a farm, and he herds animals. Where am I from? I am from California, itty bitty town. Fun fact, I left town, went to like a bigger town, and then moved back when I had my baby at 19 years old because my husband's from here, we're both from here, but I moved, he stayed, you know, story for a different time. How tall am I? I feel, this is a good question because I feel like I'm tall for a girl. Now, tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm 5'6", okay? On good days, I'm 5'6.5". I don't know, but my best friend is like 5'2", okay? So I feel like 5'2" is like for like little girls. Like, you know, like, so when I'm around her, I feel like a freaking giant. And I do know girls taller than me, but I'm like, I feel like 5'6" is like, that's like, it's a good height for a girl, right? Or am I like a man? You know, I don't know, but I'm 5'6". How many pairs of shoes do I own? How much time do we got? I have so many shoes. Why? I don't know. How? I don't know. But I freaking do. And I'm like, Lord Jesus. I wear them all though. That's the thing. I wear them all, obviously not at the same time, but I do wear them. It just has to go with the fit, you know? So like I got my tans with like my tans and whites. I got whites, believe it or not, like fully all white shoes. Like my Hokas. I gotta wash those though. If you know how to wash those, let me know because those are something that I really have to learn to wash. Got the Nikes. I got like booties. What I don't have though is heels. I do not own, I probably own maybe 2 pairs of heels, and one of them is probably my cousin's. You know, like I'm a sneaker girl, and chanclas and Crocs and Uggs. So yeah, I got at least a good 50 to 60, maybe 80 pair of shoes. Let's try this soup. I've never had this soup before. That is really good. I've never had that before. And it's cold outside. I mean, it's warm in the house, but it's like the perfect weather for this loaded potato soup. Are you a psychic in any way? No, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus because I don't believe in psychics. I don't mess with that stuff. No. I don't want to know what my grandparents want to tell me. I don't want to know. No. Am I curious? Yes. Will I do it? No. No. I don't know. I grew up Christian, and I still am. I'm not a practicing Christian though, so I just have a different relationship with God. Now I'm getting off track. But do I believe in psychics? No, I do not. My favorite song at the moment right now, ooh. At the moment, if I'm gonna open up my playlist, if I open up my phone right now and play a song, I think I would lean towards Taylor Swift's new album. I'm still stuck on it. Like, Canceled. Canceled's a big one for me from her. I don't know why, but I like it a lot. But also, I'm an oldies like girl. Give me something back from the 2000s. Nothing now, because I don't know. I just don't feel like the music now is hitting. But for sure, the 2000s. We're gonna play some R. Kelly. I know, don't come for me, but I do like R. Kelly's music. We're gonna play Ray J. We're gonna play Akon, Kesha. Is that her name? Yeah, Kesha. We're gonna play Kesha. We're gonna play. I'm just give me all the old music. Take me back to when I was in 7th grade and I thought like I was gonna be going to the clubs. Take me back there. My favorite movie, I would say. I don't think I have a favorite movie. I like old movies. Like, I'm okay with watching movies that I've seen millions of times. Like, I tell my husband all the time, like, oh, like, let's watch Titanic. Or let's watch The Notebook. Or let's watch, I don't know, something super old. And he's like, oh, we already seen that. And I'm like, okay, and that's a classic. I love classic movies. I guess that's what I'm gonna say. Classic movies. Next question. Are you religious? I don't know. I feel like that's a weird question for me because a few years ago, I would say, yeah, I'm religious. But I feel nowadays people have put like this ugly cloud over religious people. And so I like to say that I have a relationship with God, and my relationship, and if you have a relationship with God, is going to look very different. You know, not that it's a different God. I don't like to say that we have different gods, but because I feel like there's only one God, and it's just different to people in their eyes and in their mind, and just the relationship that you have, you know. And so like I said before, I did grow up religious, where we went to church, you know. We were at church 4 days out of the week. I was a leader, like a youth leader, and I would have girls in my living room and we would talk about the Bible, like a Bible study. And so that's a fun fact about me, is I don't think I ever really, if you didn't know that about me, you wouldn't know. And I was very young doing it. And I remember like my first time, it was probably maybe 7 or 8, where I really felt like God's presence and I knew that he was real. I don't remember what I was doing exactly. All I know was that I was in the restroom, not using the restroom, but I just think that I was probably like maybe getting ready to shower, or I don't know what, but like I always have music playing when I'm gonna take a shower. And I think I was probably listening to worship music, and it just like the music itself, like just, and even nowadays, I'll play a song and I'm just like bawling because I can just feel his presence. And there's times where like I am going through stuff, or, you know, just feeling a certain way, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like his love, again, everyone's gonna feel it differently. I can't tell you that this is how you're gonna feel, but his love is unmatched. My faith is as small as a mustard seed. Like, that's all you freaking need, you know, because I don't know, like I don't want to feel like I don't want to say that I'm trying to persuade people to like have a relationship with Jesus, because I'm no one to tell you what to do. But if you ever find yourself in the midst of like not knowing what to do, just feeling like sad and depressed, like all you have to do is call out to God the same way that you would call your friend or your mom. Like, Mom, you know, the same way, call out to him, whether you're in your room, in your car, wherever. Put on some worship music, and I swear you are going to feel something that is unimaginable. Like, it's unexplainable. I can't explain it to you. You just have to feel it yourself and talk to him, let him know what's going on. And that's my therapy. I don't go to therapy, but that is my freaking therapy. There's days where I'm just, you know, going through it, mom life, wife life, gym life, because I work at the gym, like, you know, whatever I'm dealing with at the time, I call out to God and I'm just like, I give it to you. You help me figure it out. Give me clarity because I need to see what it is that I need to do. Give me peace when I'm fearful of something. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that because I can talk about it forever. But I do encourage you to take a moment out of your day to talk to God and let me know how that goes for you. Have I ever been to the hospital? I'm assuming like if I've ever broken anything. I've never broken anything. Okay, my memory card got full. My bad. But I think the last question that I was answering was if I've ever broken anything, and I said no. Thank you, Jesus. Knock on wood. But I have torn ligaments in my knee. I was snowboarding, or not on a snowboard. Let me rephrase. I was on a snow sled, right? We're going on the snow, and it was like 4 of us. And I'm actually, the way I'm sitting now is the same way that I was sitting on the little board. And so I had someone's legs here, and my legs were on top of someone else. And I don't remember who I was with, but we like were going down, and we were going down really, really fast. And my knee hit, like, she or whoever was in front wasn't controlling it right. And so when we went like this, my knee hit the tree, and I'm surprised that I didn't freaking, like, I don't even know, blow it out, tore my ACL or something. But I didn't have to have surgery. I had to do physical therapy. Wintertime comes and it starts to act up. So, but yeah, other than that, never broken anything. Have I ever gotten in trouble with the law? No, ma'am. Nope. Have I? No, I have not. It's like, wait, let me think about that. No, I haven't. No, I've never even gotten a speeding ticket. Have you ever met any celebrities? I want to say yes. The one that comes to mind is Easy. I don't know his real name. Do I? No, I don't know his real name. But he's from the Mayans. It's a biker gang show, like Sons of Anarchy. I met him at Disneyland. And I remember me and my husband, we both watched the show. And we were in line in Disneyland in the Mater ride. And he was wearing a black and red, or I think it was gray and red, or I don't know, it was some flannel of some sort. And I'm standing next to my husband, and they always have like an escort with them, right? Because they're famous. And so I was looking for the people with the coats, and I was like, oh, who is that? But his back was to me. We're like in line or whatever, and so I don't say anything yet, right? So I'm just like, and my husband's like, hey, isn't that? And I'm like, oh, it is, you know? I'm like, oh my God. And so we get on the ride, and I'm like, we're getting on the ride at the same time. So he's, you know, getting on first, and I have to go through all these damn little loops. And once the ride is over, I'm like walking really fast, and my husband's like, oh my God. And I'm like, I'm gonna ask for a picture. And he was with his wife and kids, but super, super nice. And so I'm like, excuse me. And then his wife actually sees me first, and she was like, do you want a picture? And I was like, yeah. And so I take, so then I'm like, my husband's a big fan. That's what I say. And then my husband still gives me shit to this day. He's like, why would you say that? And I was like, well, because you are. And then, but really I am. And so his wife was like, or first I was like, oh, let me take the picture. You know, can you just, you know, get in closer? And then his wife's like, no, you need to be in it too. And I was like, girl, say less. Okay, here you go. Take the photo. And so then we both took photos with him. But other than that, I don't think I've met anyone else that comes to mind. So probably not. But that was my only one. Baths or showers? Shower, girl. I can't do baths. I feel like I'm sitting in my own caca. Dirt. We don't even own bathtubs. We just have showers here. But as a kid, yeah, I guess baths. But as an adult, showers. What color socks are you wearing right now? Is that a feet thing? I don't know. I just got these questions off of Pinterest. My color socks right now are gray, and they're Pumas, and I'm wearing Nikes. Don't judge me. Have I ever been famous? No, but in the name of Jesus, I will. As long as I can remember, I've always liked the camera. I just like to perform. Was I ever a cheerleader? No, but I was a pomerette, like a dancer. I love to dance. I really wish that as like a young girl, my parents would like have pushed me to do all these things, but you know, like it was a different time back then. Money was different, and you know, my parents ended up divorcing, and so I think with my daughter, I'm just so like, you're gonna be something, girl. Like you're gonna do it, and she's so good. Like, not tooting my own horn here, but she's such a good cheerleader, just a good dancer overall. The attitude, the sass, like she just I love watching her dance. So no, I am not famous. I don't consider myself famous, but I mean, one day maybe. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, I can't say no, right? We're gonna end with a confession. What's one confession that I want to share? I recently just shared this with my husband, believe it or not. And I'm not a great liar. Like, I'm not. I can't. Like, you could see it all over my face. But this one I did keep from him because I just wanted to, I guess, be impressive. I don't know. I don't remember why I lied. But I recently was making chorizo for breakfast. And we were making breakfast burritos. Nothing, you know, abnormal. And it, like, dawned on me. I was like, oh my God, remember the time? And this was before kids. This was before I lived with him. We were just, you know, dating. We weren't married. And I had my little sister with me, and we were here at his house. His parents weren't here, but we were hungry. And I didn't know how to cook. I was probably like 17. And he's like, you know, my favorite food is chorizo burritos. And I was like, I got you. I know how to make chorizo burritos. Like, I can make that. He's like, really? And I was like, yeah, do you have the stuff? He's like, yeah, I think we have chorizo in there. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I go, I'm making the chorizo, you know, my olla, putting it on there. And then I'm like, well, what do I do now? Right? After I smash all the chorizo, and it's, you know, frying, and then I put the comal, and I'm adding my tortillas, and I'm like, I think that's it. Like, I think you just smash it and you let it, you know, cook. And then once the tortillas are done, you put it on the tortilla, you roll it up like a burrito, and there you go, right? And so that's what I did. I never freaking added egg. Like, I should have called my mom, but I didn't want to like call my mom in front of him. And I wanted him to think that I knew how to cook. And so recently when I was making the chorizo burritos, and it dawned on me, I'm like, hey, I need to tell you something. And then he was like, what? And I was like, there was a time where I made chorizo burritos, and you know, we ate it like that. I never put egg in it. And then he was like, oh no, I knew. He's like, cause it didn't taste like normal chorizo. It just tasted like chorizo. And I was like, oh. So I guess it's a confession, but not really a confession, but a confession to you guys, because you guys did not know that. But yeah, so I'm going to finish my lunch now. It's probably cold, but I'm a yapper. I feel like I can't multitask. So yeah, that's another fun fact about me, is that I can talk. But hopefully this helped you guys get to know me a little bit better. If you want more of these types of videos, let me know. Comment down below. That's the only way I'm going to know, guys. So, and then plus it helps with the engagement. So if you can help me out and comment and get me to at least 100 subscribers by the end of the year, por favor, because I need to do this. If this is something that I want to do, I need the people. Please. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So thanks for joining me on my little mukbang, and I will see you guys in the next vlog.